Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Moises. In this video, I'll share with you how to manage Azure governance. Okay? As a part of Azure governance, we will work with create Azure Alert. What is Azure Alert and why it is important for Azure administrator? Azure Alert is part of the Azure Monitor capability, okay, that give administrator uh, some notification when operation from administrative action can happen in this virtual machine, or another configuration that administrator can set for this virtual machine. Today in this example, we will share how to configure Azure Alert to monitor some action in a virtual machine, and as administrator receive some email notifying that the virtual machine was performing some administrative action, like restart the virtual machine, stop a virtual machine, or another action from administrative purpose. Okay. First thing that we have to understand is what is Azure Virtual Machine. Azure Virtual Machine is a virtual resource provided in the cloud that has a CPU, its own storage, network interface card. It has the same capability that a physical computer has, but this is a virtual environment. Why we need Azure Resource Alert to monitor this virtual machine? Okay, I hope you have your Azure account with you. I will open my Azure account, and I hope you can have your Azure account to perform this set with me. Okay. Okay, as you can see over here, I already have my Azure account open over here. The first thing that you have to do is to create a virtual machine. I'll search by virtual machine over here. Okay, virtual machine, and I'll click on create and select virtual machine. I'm creating a virtual machine. Nothing complex or complex configuration is not required right now. Okay, I can create a resource group given the name, or I can select existed one. I'll select this one and put some virtual machine name like a Shelga VM, okay, something like this, and select the region that will provision this virtual machine. Availability zone, it is not required for this lab, okay. In upcoming later, you will understand what is availability option, okay. No infrastructure redundancy required, and the trust security type output standard, and image output Windows image, okay, some Windows Server image. Okay, I'll select my size will be and B city. Okay, general purpose, no, this size. Okay, I put my credential. Okay, administrator, and put my password. Then put again, and I repeat my password over here. Okay, um, um, public inbound port. Okay, I will select RDP connection. I will get access to this virtual machine via RDP. Okay, and go to the disk, and the disk also select the standard SSD. No, it's not a production environment. I don't need to put some premium capability that can affect the cost of my virtual machine, right? And in network, I didn't create a specific network for this virtual machine. I'll use the standard one or the default network, and monitor all disable boot diagnostic. Because of this lab environment, I don't need to put this on. Okay, and come to review and create, and as you can see, validation passed, and I'll create this virtual machine over here. Okay, just wait for virtual machine be provisioned in the cloud, and we continue to configure the alert. Okay, Azure Alert. Okay, as you can see over here, our resources have been provisioned in the cloud. Okay, we can click and go to resource, and you can find all the information about your virtual machine over here, like public IP and network or virtual network, Sugar VNet, VMnet. It is in the full subnet. Okay, there is no DNS name configured to this virtual machine. Okay, uh, let us go to create Azure Alert. First thing, go to Monitor. In this monitor, you click on Alert. There is no alert created right now. Okay, we can click and create, and click on alert root. In this alert rule, the first thing that we have to define is the scope of this. You can see all this information over here, but select scope, okay, on to be clear for you, on to make it clear for you, okay. Select virtual machine. In this virtual machine, click on virtual machine. You can see a shell VM, okay, is a virtual machine over here, and click here and apply, and you'll see the same information over here. In the case of you not get this information, this is the step that you have to follow to have this information over here, okay. In the condition, we click on select all signal, and we'll put for example, all administrative operation or all administrative action, okay, all administrative operation, okay, as you can see in the windows. Okay, select this one, click on apply this, and go to action. If you see you don't have an group action not created, we can create a group action, or we can select existed one. If you click on select group action, as you can see we don't have any group action created, and we'll create a group action. In the region we put the global, no issue about of these, and we create like an action group, some name for this action group. Okay, this information over here. Go to notification and select the type of notification that we will use. For example, email, SMS, and push voice message, something like this. Okay, and put some action group, something like this, and select the email, and we can put some email that you receive this notification. For example, this email, this is for test purpose, okay. And if you want to receive some SMS or Azure mobile application, something like that, okay, you click on this one, okay. Select email, this is in the group action, something like this, okay. uh, we can go to, we don't need to go to action, or we can click on review and create, and click on create. Okay, as you can see over here, the action group was created successfully, and we can see the action in the rule because we was creating alert rule, and you can see we have the group action over here and created. Okay, we can go to detail. In detail, the region is the same as the global region. No worry about this one. Okay, we can user alert. We can put user alert as name of this action, user alert. Okay, and click on the review and create. You can review your alert group, okay, and alert rule, no, and create this alert rule. Okay, we have the alert created right now, and if we go to group action, you'll see the group action that we create before. And if you go to alert rule, you can see the alert rule that we created before. Okay, now I'll search for virtual machine. I'll search for virtual machine. In this virtual machine, I'll select a shell VM, is a virtual machine that we are using to monitor. Okay, and I'll put some administrative action. Which administrative action we can perform to this virtual machine? For example, restore this virtual machine. Okay, I'll restart this virtual machine. You can, yes, if you can see restarting this virtual machine. Okay, is the action that I take to this virtual machine. I'll put pause and show you my email inbox if you receive an email related to this virtual machine right now. Okay, so as you can see over here, you can see that I received some email, okay, from Azure. You can see Azure Monitor Alert, User Alert is in the alert name that we have configured in that alert rule was activated for Ashoka VM. Okay, you can see the date, okay, and activity log, user alert, and category of alert it is administrative, okay, level informational, something like that, okay, and you have a Sugar VM, okay, something like that, okay. uh, what we can see over here, let me go to that for another email. Okay, if you can see, I received some different email. This is in 1 minute before, all of them is 1 minute before. I received 3 alerts from the same virtual machine. Okay, if I go back to my Azure resource, let me customize this alert, define, and put this date for me to PM, something like this. Okay, so PM, apply. Okay, no worry about that. Okay, what we can see over here now, we can access this virtual machine. We can access this virtual machine via RDP connection. Okay, we are not using Azure Bastion. Is the secure way to connect this virtual machine. Okay, I'll put this virtual machine, the public IP of this virtual machine over here, and I connect this virtual machine and use different account. This account it is administrator now. I can see this uh, account or virtual machine username over here, okay, administrator. I can download this RDP file over here, but I don't need to do that, okay. Administrator and put the password that you configure in that virtual machine. Okay, click on OK. This verify the SSL certificate, and we are connected to the virtual machine. Okay. Now what you learn how to create virtual machine base configuration, not advanced one, and how to set Azure Alert to monitor this resource in your Azure environment. This is very important, and you can categorize this action as a manage Azure governance. Okay. This is the strategy that has a cloud engineer or cloud administrator, Azure administrator, we use to monitor the resource in Azure environment. Okay, as you can see, just a few minutes, okay, to initialize this virtual machine. It is a little bit heavy, but okay, no worry about that. And as you can see, is a Windows server, the virtual machine that we provision in a cloud. Okay. Okay, it's all for today, and the upcoming video will share something about how to configure virtual network and how communicate different subnet in the virtual network, and how to associate a virtual machine, a specific virtual network, to working with a network security group, and we can go further in Azure, administrate Azure or administrating Microsoft Azure resource. Okay. It's Moises. If you like this video, subscribe in our channel and put your like and share with your friend or someone that you would like to follow us with this wonderful information. Okay? Thank you, and we are together.